Okay, so one of the things I want to do today is process these tomatoes. They were frozen, or they are actually, most of them still frozen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put them in my slow cooker here. Check that out. They are so frozen that they're not wanting to come out of the colander. So I didn't put much water in here. I just put enough water so they wouldn't start sticking before they start melting. And so, yeah, I am just gonna let them be and start cooking down in my crock pot here, because I wanna process them so that I can make some type of a tomato paste or juice, or we'll see what happens. So here I am, almost at the end of the day, guys, and I did not get to do much. I got sidetracked so many times, but yeah, there's always tomorrow, and that's what it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to continue tomorrow. So I'm gonna put these away. And my tomatoes that I have here, I am going to put them in jars, and then I am going to put them in my canner, and I'm going to process them. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in each of my quart jars or liter jars, and a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm using Celtic salt. And then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in the bottom of the jars, and then I'm gonna put the tomatoes in. And this is just ensuring the acidity level so that my tomatoes don't go bad. Now I'm just doing this first, because then after this, don't know if I'm gonna need all 4 jars, but after this I am going to pour the juice in. Yeah, I guess I had my camera turned the other way. Oh, another thing I want to do is I'm going to put my maple syrup in pint jars instead so I can fit them in a certain place in my cupboard. And so I'm gonna go ahead and boil up the maple syrup to get it to, I think it's 220. And then I will jar them in pint jars. No, I have not peeled my tomatoes because, as you can see, they were small tomatoes. So there is no way I would try to peel these small tomatoes. Now, just like I did the salsa, I need to have a half an inch headroom, and I am gonna go ahead and get any air bubbles out. Now, what am I going to do with the salt and lime juice I have here? I'm going to cover it, put it in the fridge, and save it for something else. These are new jars I just took out of the box and washed. So they should be just fine. And my water here shouldn't take long before it boils, no? Okay, so that's excellent headroom for boiling. I'm going to go ahead and pour them in the jar. Pour the syrup in the jar because it's 250 degrees. Oh no, that's why I didn't want to do that. That's a lot of wasted syrup. Okay. Friends, I am here again in the kitchen. Didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do the other day, but I'm still going at it trying to get this kitchen cleaned up. Yeah, it will happen, and I'm hoping it happens by the end of the week. However, what we did do is we reduced 2 quart jars to 4 pints of maple syrup. I reboiled them, put them in the jars, sealed them, and they are now in the cupboard now, or the pantry. Pantry is a fancy word for cupboard, right? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, another thing that I am happy about is I did salsa, guys. I did salsa. It's supposed to be a spicy tomatilla salsa. I got 6 pints, and all the tomatoes that I took from the refrigerator, I actually got 4 jars from the freezer, right? I got 4 jars. Now the idea is I'm trying to clean the counter because I want to take over all my tea leaves and herbs and all of that. I want to get them off the surfaces. There are just too many baskets lying around the kitchen. So I want to go through those, and then we can kind of talk about the benefits of the different teas. But before we get to doing that, I'm just going to put these in the cupboard pantry. If I use, or when I use pint jars, then I have less to deal with at a given time when I open a jar. Oh yeah, I have something I want to show you guys. Let me take it over here. Yeah, check this out, guys. It is fermenting all right, and this is the reason why you need to put your sauerkraut or your fermented items on a plate or a tray, because they will overflow during the process of fermentation. Just loosen my tie. I need to get myself some of those burpee covers. Yeah, I put these to ferment on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. Ooh, and they're doing good. I'm gonna change these. Now, I have these are gonna get wet in no time. I have a cheapskate idea that I'm thinking of to make some burpee tops, and I'll share it with you guys if and when I do it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. Oh, I don't want to spoil my tea towel. Look at this. I'm gonna pour this out. Now the reason why I am using this tin sheet is because I am going to be using my green cabbage and purple cabbage to make sauerkraut, and I'm going to put secret ingredients in these also. Now, if you're seeing me with this right now and you haven't seen how I made the bok choy sauerkraut, then you can check it out. I will link it for you guys so you can conveniently just click on that link and visit the video. I'm going to put this back in the cupboard. Oh, I have an issue. My issue is we have this pass-through area right here that links to the dining room, but I have these sitting here. Why? Because we filter our drinking water and we fill these jars Now we get our drinking water from a well, right? And so it's not like the well's gonna run dry or the well's gonna get turned off. It's not the main. However, one of the thing is we have what one of our neighbors called dirty current. So the current goes off from time to time. So just in case the current goes off and our well doesn't work to pump the water, we make sure that we keep these jars with water, so we will have water to use during the time when the current or the hydro is out, right? So I put this on this stand here, put them on this stand here. However, it's just blocking off the whole area here, and the truth is that is the most convenient place, or this is the most convenient place I have to put these jars and filter. So I am wondering if I could just take it over to this side. Now this won't fit under here, neither will this if it is this high. So my idea is to make it shorter so that these two can just fit under the cupboard here, and then this one will just sit on the side out here. So I'll clear this area so we can actually use it. So that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. So first thing I'll do is take this filter off. Is it full? Oh, it's not full. Needs water, but that's a good thing. And I'm just gonna clean this area a bit. I started the backsplash. I did the whole thing actually with my own two little hands since we came here. But we need a change of countertop. And I told my husband that I'll only finish the backsplash when he buys me a new countertop. Because not only is this countertop getting dings in it, but you must agree with me that it's an ugly countertop with pinks and blues and greens. It's just an ugly countertop. I think they were probably trying to match it to the cupboard, but I don't think they did a good job. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I just don't like it. Plus, it's not conducive to all the work that I do and what I want to do with baking. I want to do more pastry and stuff. Actually, recently, I got myself a pastry mat. Because I can't be rolling pastry on this. Okay. This thing is heavy. Okay. There we go. I picked this up at our thrift store for $5, and it's doing marvelous, except that while I was away for 6 weeks, somebody managed to break the handle here, and so I don't know, maybe I can try to use some crazy glue. I'm gonna try to do that to get it back together. Now this piece of wood came from the island. It's bamboo, but if I could get something that's not so thick, oh, then that would be good. Only that, I think if I can cut a piece of this off. Do you think I don't want to kind of destroy this? Because the fact is I got this with 3 jars on it, and I am not using it right now. Well, maybe sometime down the road I'll want to use it for my jars, right? So I don't want to damage it. So if I do this, I don't think this is not going to fit under here. This won't fit under there either. No. So it definitely needs to be lower. And so that's why I'm saying if I get a thinner piece of wood, That should do it. So let's go searching, friends. I need a thinner piece of wood. Can't be too thin because it has to be able to hold the weight, right? But I need something thinner. I need something thinner. And just about this width. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Right back. Hey guys, it's Peachy's hair. Looking at my roof that you guys saw me working on. Like, check out the snow up there. But I really need to get a piece of plastic there before more snow sets in. So I'm gonna live a bit dangerous right now. Check out the icicles here already. I'm gonna live a bit dangerous right now because I am gonna be climbing up there to try to scrape off the snow that's already there and put down a piece of plastic so that I won't get so much ice forming in between where the zinc overlap, and so that I don't get water inside my studio. So yeah, I'm not gonna be recording while I'm doing, but I let you guys see the finished results. But the finished result, the results. I guess I don't have to say finished result. I just had my hand over there in the ice trying to, not sure why there is no snow here, but yeah, this is what it looks like. So I have a piece of 9x10 plastic, and I'm going to be putting it roundabout in this area here because this is where I get the ice forming in between where the zinc overlap, and then it melts on the inside of the shop. So yeah, here goes, living dangerously. Hey guys, I am up and already I have gotten some of the snow and the ice off the roof. You can say it's pretty, you can see it is pretty dim. It's also pretty cold. I'm trying to wear some winter work gloves here. But yeah, you wouldn't believe the amount of ice that I already cleaned off the front of it seems as though the pitch is a problem here too. The pitch is a big problem, so it's like the water is not flowing off, it's kind of building back up. So anyways, there's quite a bit of ice on the tarp already, so I have already moved some of the bricks, and I am gonna go ahead and lift the tarp up, put the plastic down, and then put the tarp back over the plastic. And I have to make sure that the plastic goes over the edge there, because that's a part of where the problem lies, right at the edge there. So I'm gonna get busy and see if I can redeem the little daylight that's left right now. See you guys later. Hey guys, I am done and I am inside the shop. Yeah, it was cold, and as soon as I pulled the tarp off, the zinc started getting very slick, because I think it started frosting up because it was warm underneath the tarp, and then when I exposed it to the cold, it just started frosting up. So I had to get down on my butt, and but anyways, I managed to get the plastic on. It's nightfall outside now and it's not even 5:30 yet, but I managed to get the plastic on. And so yeah guys, I'm done, I'm grounded, and I am thankful that I got it done. So follow along guys, come along with me on this journey. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see if I am able to keep ice and water out of my space, because you see all these fabrics I have here, it's for my interior decorating business. And yeah, right here it was leaking so badly. I pulled the ceiling off. It's a pretty low ceiling. I pulled it off and you can see it continues to leak. And so yeah, they butchered this roof, man. Look at those screws. The screws are just hanging in space. So I'm just marking time and praying that someday I'll be able to replace this roof. But yeah, I am hoping that next year I won't get any flooding inside here, because this spring that just passed here, 2024 spring, oh my goodness, I came over here and I had to move everything from here. Some things even got wet. Some of my stuff actually got spoiled up because of the water that came in. Yeah, I should mention that the reason why, oh, ooh, I should mention that I have two little space heaters going in here because my hubby didn't get to install the propane stove that he bought for me and was supposed to install. And so it is a bit warm in here, and that is why the roof was getting so slick. Yeah, here's the propane stove that is supposed to be installed to give me a little heat in here so that I can at least come here during the winter time and get some work done. Yeah, catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for subscribing, watching, liking, sharing, and leaving your comment. I appreciate you. I am daring to be different, following my own star. Catch you soon. Love you guys.